Hi, I'm Kirby.
I'm Dana.
And we are
Migratory Nerds. It's time for our latest adventure. Let's get exploring.
Alright, we're continuing our 12-day Alaskan cruise on Virgin Voyages Brilliant Lady. And today we're in Skagway. So we're going to get some breakfast. We got here really early. Like
5 a.m.
You could have gotten off the ship at like 5:30 or 6 a.m.
And we're here until 8:30 p.m.
Okay, so we are not doing that long of a day. So we're gonna get some breakfast and then Alright, so we booked a shore thing through Virgin to do the White Pass Scenic Railway. And we're gonna do a little bit of exploring in Skagway first because we need to get a doughboy.
That's really the only reason we booked this whole cruise.
Yes, we booked this entire 12-day journey to go back to Klondike Doughboy. Let's go. Some breakfast in the Galley and a coffee from Grounds Club 2, and we're heading out to Skagway. When you come off the docks, it's basically a straight shot into 3rd Street, which is the main part of downtown. And we're heading to see how long the line is at Klondike Doughboy. There's some public restrooms right by the dock and downtown area. So this main drag is Broadway. And then the cross streets are 1st, 2nd, 3rd. It's pretty small and walkable. This is Broadway, the street we're on now, in 1897. The cruise is parked down there. It's a quick walk. We're already in the main Broadway and 1st Street. That is the visitor center for Gold Rush, Klondike Gold Rush National Park, or historic park, and this is all the downtown. Red Onion Saloon's also pretty famous for Skagway, but still on the hunt for a doughboy. That's the visitor center. That's really cool. Broadway in 3rd, and probably the line of people at Alaskan Fry Bread. That's where the Klondike Doughboy is. At the end of the little downtown area is what used to be City Hall and is now a museum. There's also an old White Pass train there in case you need a good photo op. More public restrooms down at the end of the downtown, all the way down by the museum. The train meets right by the cruise ports, so it was pretty easy to find. And with Virgin Voyages shore thing, we just had to scan our band. They actually have to detach the train and sort of break it in two so that they don't block the main streets, and then when they're ready to go, the front part backed up and we reconnected and we were on our way.
Summit, but customs was built here because of the extreme climate and terrain at higher elevations. Directly below the customs building and painted onto the cliff face are the words "On to Alaska with Buchanan." This is a tribute to...
This refers to a famous youth mentoring program by Detroit coal merchant George E. Buchanan, where he led annual summer trips for hundreds of boys and girls to go to Alaska to build character.
About 35,000 workers would help to build this railroad before earning enough money to continue on to the Klondike. While injuries were frequent, there were just 35 recorded fatalities that occurred on the job. Hurley Stud and Al Gino have been hanging from ropes. working on a massive overhang of granite when it suddenly came loose and fell on the two men, crushing them instantly. Unable to retrieve the bodies without disturbing their remains, Michael Keeney marked the boulder with a wooden cross, serving both a tribute to these two men and all of the workers who died during the railroad's construction.
Migratory nerdy fact of the video, the White Pass and Yukon Route climbs from sea level in Skagway to almost 3,000 feet at the summit in just 20 miles, and features steep grades of almost 3.9%. Construction began on May 28, 1898. They reached the summit of White Pass in February 1899, and construction was finished near Lake Bennett in July of 1899. We're heading into Tunnel Mountain, which is about 16 miles up the track and almost 2,200 feet above sea level. And we're going over Glacier Gorge, which is 1,000 feet above the floor of the gulch. And there's our cruise ship. This steel bridge, constructed in 1901, was the tallest cantilever bridge in the world. It was used until 1969, and then in 1969, this 675-foot tunnel was driven through the mountain, and a new bridge was built to replace the steel bridge. This is all that remains of the original White Pass and is one of the few surviving remnants of the infamous Dead Horse Trail, which was as little as only 2 feet across in most sections.
That's a whole lot of milk.
And we've officially reached the White Pass summit, more than 20 miles and 3,000 feet above sea level. Here we'll turn around and we'll head back down. It's crazy how close the rocks are in some of these places. Like I could just reach out and touch them.
Growing on about 2 to 3 inches of soil, so they're getting all their nutrients from this moss. And they always say if you're ever being chased by a bear, never climb a tree, right? The bear will follow you. In Skagway, if you're ever being chased by a bear, our trees are not very strong, so you can climb up there and the bear will not follow you.
I hope to never have to use that advice, but thank you.
Now you know.
each train car was equipped with a restroom. While there were several steep steps to get up into the train, they do have several options for trains with mechanical wheelchair lifts. You would call the White Pass train in advance to ensure that they had that available for when you were booking. Alright, and we're heading back down and almost into town. There were two options to get off at the end. The first stop was really the downtown area by the gift shop. The second option was closer to the cruise ship, but it's not that far of a walk either way. And there is a significant time between stop 1 and stop 2 because they have to move the train and separate it and then reattach it to move it down to stop number 2. How was your train journey?
I love trains. Be still my little autistic heart.
So we did the about 2-hour journey, so which technically goes into Canada, but since you don't get off the train, it's not the one where you need your passport.
It goes into Canada then turns around.
Right,
So
it turns around.
you're in Canada for approximately 10 minutes.
Yeah, but there is like a really long one that goes way up into Yukon where you like get off, and that's where the one you need your passport. This was basically an up and back, about 21 mile marker.
I think so.
On the train, and then you come back on the train also. And it was, and they turn the train around. So no matter if you sit on the left of the train going up, you have the like looking out into the scenic on the way up.
Yeah, most of the views.
Yeah. And then on the way
And then
down,
you turn around.
people on the other side can see it.
So
And
it
then,
doesn't really matter where you sit.
and you can also go out. There's some small like covered outside like places at the end of the trains that you can be out on when you're up in the mountains.
Yep.
But it's not inexpensive,
It is expensive.
but it was really good. And I don't think you need to book years in advance or months in advance. We booked when we got on the cruise.
Right.
But I wouldn't wait till the day of because I think there were 6 trains going today, and they were all sold out by today. So.
And there are different train voyages that you can take, not only length, but experience. Like there's some with a dining car where you, they said that the one with the dining car books maybe a year out. So that's something you'd have to really plan on.
And that one is using their traditional steam engine. And yeah, we passed that train when we were going up. So it looked cool.
It did.
Yeah. Anything else about the train?
No.
You can never go wrong with the pizza place for a little bit of an afternoon snack. And then we headed up to the social club to try all the little snack options that they had there. Everything that we got was included. Tonight's show in the Red Room is Duel Reality, a high-flying twist on Romeo and Juliet. Duel Reality is the one show in the Red Room that is the same across all Virgin Voyages fleet currently. It's a version of Romeo and Juliet told through circus artistry instead of traditional theater, and it brings Shakespeare's story to life in a new way. And we're sailing away from a great day in Skagway. We ordered some Ship Eats to get a few snacks, so we weren't really hungry for full dinner. Ship Eats has a $10 delivery fee unless you order at least $10 of paid items, and then they waive that delivery fee. Thanks for joining us on our Skagway adventure. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to get notified when all of our new videos drop. Thanks, bye.